Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Global Happiness Today YouTube channel. Ever since Atiku made that call that other political parties, PDP, LP, AA, and all SDP and all other opposing political parties must come together, to see how they can take away power from APC and enthrone true democracy. There have been a lot of reactions here and there. Of course, the Labour Party have decided to respond to that clarion call. Of course, Sowore also have to respond to that call. And to make matters interesting, NNPP also, Kwankwaso have also responded to that call. APC of all people also have also decided to respond to that call because it all is encompassed. We're going to wrap all of this into one. But before we do that, kindly subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as you update our channel on YouTube. Let us start with what NNPP said. Then we'll look at Labour Party. Then we'll look at what APC is saying on this matter. Now, according to the report, LP has embraced Atiku Abubakar's call for opposition party to unite, considering it a favorable proposition to challenge the ruling All Progressive Congress APC and safeguard democracy. Well, now, in an interview, LP's acting National Publicity Secretary Obiaroifo expressed support for any initiative that aims at restoring genuine democracy, emphasizing the need to remove the perceived authoritarian grip of the ruling party. Now, Atiku Abubakar had proposed the opposition party's merger to counteract what he described as APC's move towards a one-party state, warning about the potential threats to Nigerians' democracy. And the former vice president emphasized the importance of unity among opposing elements to prevent further democratic setback. However, the new Nigerian People's Party, NNPP, responded with a more conscious stance, deeming Atiku's proposal as medicine after death. NNPP's National Publicity Secretary Yakubu Shandam emphasized that any potential merger should focus on supporting former Kano State Governor Rabiu Kwankwaso's bid for the presidency in 2027. Shandam stressed that collaboration should be strategic, centering on Kwankwaso's perceived capacity to lead the nation effectively. Now, Shandam also stated, "We believe that there is a need to canvass for support from people to win the election from all sides. However, we believe that single-handedly, Kwankwaso can deliver Nigeria in 2027. Haba." Now, he also further expressed that the NNPP is open to collaboration, specifically with Atiku, if he aligns with their vision and support Kwankwaso's leadership. Now, that is where I always know that there will be a problem. In a situation where all of them are saying we should get this thing right, and the question is, who will they put as the leader? That has always been. But let's find out what APC is saying, because in all of this is centered on APC and taking power from APC. Now, according to the news, the All Progressive Congress has criticized former Vice President Atiku Abubakar for advocating the merger of opposition political parties. Now, the ruling party suggested that the People's Democratic Party (PDP) should prioritize resolving its internal party conflict instead. It was reported that Atiku Abubakar, the PDP presidential candidate, made a call for opposing parties to unite against APC during a meeting with the National Executive Committee of the Inter-Party Advisory Council in Abuja. He expressed concerns about Nigerian potential transformation into one-party state and emphasized that a strong coalition could counteract the perceived erosion of democratic values. In response, the APC National Publicity Secretary, that's Felix Moka, issued a statement on Wednesday titled, "Atiku, APC is threatening democracy, not stifling it." Now, Mwaka commented that the former vice president seemed to be grappling with the reality of his defeat in the presidential polls. He said, and I quote him, "It is pitiful that the statement of Atiku's standing would be easily conflict the wide acceptance of our great party among Nigerians with his irrational fear of one-party dictatorship. Perhaps the Torah King Adamawa needs to be reminded that Nigerians are highly percipient and can differentiate between political deviance of the PDP and demonstrable commitment of the APC to deepen democracy and fostering our common good. Moika stated that Atiku and his party should concentrate on repairing the damaged reputation of the PDP and address its lingering internal crisis. Okay, but if you ask me, what do you expect APC to say? Of course, they will always like to hit below the belt because this is all about them. They've been in power for 12 years now, 8 years for Buhari, and now there's probably going to be another 4 years for Tinubu, which is probably going to wrap it up to 12. And we do not even know if there will probably be a re-election for Tinubu, which will make it 16, which will make it equal standing with PDP, and it may get even messier in 2027. That just entered 20. We have not even started we are barely 1 year into Bola Ahmed Tinubu's rule. We are talking about 2027. It's not too early. You just see that these guys, it's not about governance to them. It's about just them being in power. They should allow this man to settle and do his thing. That's one. Two, I've always said this. Now, Kwankwaso says he's open to it, that he can single-handedly, lead Nigeria. And he went to NNPP, said yet he could not get beyond Kano State. These people are in their ego, sha. But if you ask me, a collaboration is necessary. But now, Kwankwaso has started the same thing he did with LP when Peter will be saying, come, can we collaborate? You hold the North, let me hold the South, and let's say we can get power, wrestle power from APC. What did he say? It can only happen if you will be my vice, and I, Kwankwaso, will be the president. And they have been back and forth, and afterward all went their ways, because both of them actually were all product of PDP. And they would have gotten the best of hands, if you ask me. But no, agreed on part of some of them and all. Now, he has started again. They're talking about alliances and, merger. And he's saying the only merger that will happen is only if I will have the presidential ticket. And he's already angling at getting the 2027 presidential ticket. Now, the question is, what are you bringing to the table? As usual, lofty promises. But I see they don't know how bastardized our treasury is. We are so heavily indebted, and they keep telling us stories. We keep borrowing beyond measures. If you ask me personally, I think Peter will be still very much in the game. If eventually nothing happens from now till the 4 years of reign of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I think it's still the time of the South still to hold on for the next 8 years. Because yes, if Tinubu finishes 4 years and all things being equal, it doesn't change some of the policies that would encourage or that will help him to get reinstated again a second time, and then it still have to be the turn of the South. And the only person that fits in between Kwankwaso, Atiku, and Peter Obi is actually Peter Obi. That's, of course, if Tinubu doesn't still get his 8 years complete. So in all of this, by the time you know it again, they will start with that they're wrangling, I should be the ticket bearer and all that, and before you know it, the whole thing will break into pieces. Somebody has to give, somebody has to sacrifice. And I think Peter Obi is the right person to really come in. But of course, everybody seems to know that Atiku calling for a merger means, I'm the oldest politician, so I should be the one to take the ticket. So before you know it, that merger will probably not hold water, except he's going to be the sacrificial lamb who will bring in the merger and field someone, not him. He has done this for 3 decades. He should rest. But then again, it's my personal opinion. Let's meet in our comment section. That's where we're going to wrap it up.